They're off and pacing between them. Versailles is first away from the rail. Free Society out second, and rushing out third, there goes Raven Ruler up on the outside. And from the rail, Versailles the leader. But Raven Ruler not waiting. He's moving toward the top. He takes over. He's on top before the quarter-mile mark. Versailles about to pick up cover second, and a length and a half off him. Racing third is Free Society. 4 is Mr. Anthony off the lower turn. Racing 5 is Hoppy's Hero. 6 on the inside is Gabriel Hill. And 7, We Was Robbed, drops to the back of the field as they turn down the backside off the front quarter in 29 seconds. And there goes Versailles, and he's moving very fast. And Versailles takes over. He leads it again. And up on the outside, Free Society moving right behind him. And Free Society's second. And the lead is going to change hands one more time before the half-mile mark. Free Society in front. At the rail, Versailles is second once more. Racing third is Raven Ruler. 4, Mr. Anthony. 5, Hoppy's Hero. 6 up on the outside is Gabriel Hill. And 7, We Was Robbed is at the back, and he is sitting 8 lengths from the front. And up on the outside, moving from the back of the field as they hit the far turn, there goes Gabriel Hill. He still has ground to make up. The half was reached in 57-4. This field is in the final turn, and Free Society shows the way. He's on top by just a length. And racing next on the inside is Versailles. He's still there, while Gabriel Hill is moving up on the outside third. He now joins the leaders. And 4, and off the rail behind him, here comes Hoppy's Hero. He begins his kick, but he will have to come 3 wide off the 3/4, and that marker was reached in 1:27-4. They're in the stretch, and Free Society sends this field toward the wire. He's on top by a length and a half. Gabriel Hill up on the outside second, while Versailles is locked in on the rail third. Pacing 4, Hoppy's Hero trying to close ground on the far outside, and now Free Society goes on a break. He's out of it. They're 4 wide to the wire. Here's Hoppy's Hero. Now Mr. Anthony. It'll be those two. Photo finish between Mr. Anthony and Hoppy's Hero. Hold all tickets. Here is the entire official order of finish from the first race. Free Society 7, Mr. Anthony the winner. Versailles was 3, Hoppy's Hero 2, Gabriel Hill 4, Raven Ruler 6. We was now they're an 8th away. Here they come. They're off and pacing between them. Zambuca for the lead from the inside. Party Favors gets away second. Down along the rail, Yes Sir Buddy. And now rushing out mid-track, hustling up to be third is Wonderlick TJ. And he's not waiting. He's moving 3 wide toward the quarter-mile mark. Between horses, Zambuca has the lead. Up on the outside, Wonderlick TJ moving fast. He now takes over. Zambuca soon will pick up cover second. And on the rail third is Party Favors. They're at the quarter. 4 is Yes Sir Buddy, and then a gap of 2 lengths back to Dream a Trick, who's racing 5 down the backside. They were at the quarter 29-1. They're straightening toward the half-mile mark. Racing 6 is Rick Almahurst. Pacing 7, Dan Sinover. 8 is Prairie Inky. 9 and last is Whoopee Cloud, but right there as the field scoots down the backstretch. And now they're being led by Wonderlick TJ by a length and a half. At the rail, Zambuca is second. A length and a half back. Racing third is Party Favors past the half-mile mark. Pacing 4 is Yes Sir Buddy. 5 up on the outside. Dan Sinover begins to move. Racing 6, Dream a Trick. 7 is Prairie Inky. 8, Whoopee Cloud. And 9 and last at the back is Rick Almahurst. The half in 59-3. The field is racing now into the final turn. And Wonderlick TJ dictating fractions on top by a length over Zambuca, who is still there second on the rail. And Party Favors right there with the leaders racing third. And here comes Zambuca tipping to the outside. And Zambuca now will try the leader. Wonderlick TJ now responding. Those two battling the lead top of the lane. And racing third, Party Favors picks up the leaders past that marker. They were there in 1:29-4. They turn for home. And Zambuca now taking over as they drive this way toward the final 8th mile. Racing next on the inside, Wonderlick TJ. Party Favors third. But Zambuca has opened up 5 lengths on the field. It is all Zambuca. He cruises to the wire all alone. It will be a battle for 2. Up on the outside, coming on second is Whoopee Cloud, but Zambuca demolishes this field for Dan Knox by 7 lengths over Whoopee Cloud second. A photo for third between Party Favors and Dan Sinover. Now they're an eighth away. Here they come. They're off and pacing far outside. Pine Lane Ben on fire as the field left the gate. Out second is R.R. Corey, and from the rail, Just Sign Here hustles up third as they hit the turn. Away four. From the inside is Woody C, and sneaking up five along the rail as they drive toward the quarter-mile mark is Brooklyn's Hank. Away six. Splendid Entry is ducking in to find cover there. Seven, The Bridge. Eight, Shoulda Bet More. Nine, at the back of the field, ZZ Top, and The Bridge is rough-gated, dropping back off the lower turn. They race past the quarter. They were there in 29 1/5, and up on the outside there goes Just Sign Here, who takes over and leads it now by a length and a half. And Pine Lane Ben picks up cover second. Racing third is R.R. Corey. Four down the backside is Woody C. Racing five on the rail, Brooklyn's Hank. Pacing six is Splendid Entry. Seven, Shoulda Bet More. Racing eight, ZZ Top with ground to make up. And at the back of the field, after being rough-gated off stride, The Bridge, they're driving past the half-mile mark. And the leader as they race that way is Just Sign Here. He was at the half in 58 4. He sends the field toward the three-quarter. At the rail, still there racing second, Pine Lane Ben. And here comes Woody C. He's moving fast. He's off the rail right now. He's third and closing ground on the leaders. Racing four is R.R. Corey from the rail. Pacing five and moving from the back of the field comes Splendid Entry. And six, Shoulda Bet More is getting shook loose from the back as they drive toward the top of the lane. They're racing this way now. The leader is Just Sign Here at the rail by a length. Up on the outside, Woody C is still moving second, and three-quarters reached in 1:29. They're in the final quarter mile. Inside, Just Sign Here has the lead. Woody C from the outside second. Racing third as they drive this way is Splendid Entry. Four, Shoulda Bet More is not going to reach. And here's Woody C on the outside. He's still moving, and Woody C just will not quit. He's going a game journey, but Splendid Entry moving fast on the far outside. Woody C the leader. Splendid Entry on the outside. Splendid Entry gets up to win it. Rough-gated at the wire. Home second was Woody C. Third was Just Sign Here. They're less than an eighth away. Here they come. They're off and pacing far outside. Woolly Bully out fast, but from the rail, there goes Dynamic Trip, and Dynamic Trip leads it by a length. Woolly Bully hustling up second on the outside, and from the rail, 46 Cylinders gets away third. Moving fourth, there goes Make Me a Dream. Away five, Battling BG settles at the rail. Racing six, Sad to See You. Seven is Slick Albatross. Racing eight off the lower turn is Properly Motivated, and nine, Winning Blend is at the back as that field powers past the quarter-mile mark, and they were there in 28 3. They straighten down the backside, and the leader is Make Me a Dream. Here comes Woolly Bully. He's off the rail right now, and Harmer sends him flying toward the front, and Woolly Bully takes over at the rail. Make Me a Dream is giving way, content to be second, and racing third is Dynamic Trip down the backside. Four is 46 Cylinders. Racing five, Battling BG begins to move off the rail, and Battling BG indeed is out and driving from midfield. Racing six, Sad to See You. Seven is Slick Albatross. Eight, up on the outside, here comes Properly Motivated, and nine and last is Winning Blend, but right there as they race past the half-mile mark. And Woolly Bully heads the field into the far turn. He was at the half in 58 seconds for driver Tom Harmer, and they are on top by just a length as they race toward the three-quarter. And up on the outside, Battling BG is moving up second. Racing third, locked in on the rail, Make Me a Dream. Four, up on the outside, still moving in on the leaders. Here comes Sad to See You, and now he becomes a part of this picture. He will have to come three wide when they turn for home. And Woolly Bully is on top of the lane. Three-quarters, 1:28 4. He sends the field toward the final 8th mile, but up on the outside, Battling BG is taking over, and Battling BG gets past him, and Battling BG now goes under a fierce drive. Sad to See You is second. Make Me a Dream is third and bobbing between horses. Four is Properly Motivated, and McGee and Properly Motivated closing with every stride mid-track. Here comes Properly Motivated, but between them, Sad to See You has the lead. Properly Motivated gets up on the outside. Sad to See You second, and a photo for third in 57 2. Here is the entire official order of finish from the fourth race. Dynamic Trip was 8. 46 Cylinders finished 6. Battlin' BG was 4. Sad to See You finished 2. Slick Albert, they're in 8th away. Carolyn's Conquest is off stride behind the gate. Here they come. And Carolyn's Conquest, after a break, way back off the gate. They're off and pacing between them. Scud Affair is first away, and rushing out second from the outside. There goes Spicy Model down along the rail. Calico Beans gets away third, and driving over toward the rail fourth. She'll Be Regal is hunting cover. She now will find it. 5 behind her is Margie Ridge. Away 6, Idlewiles Haven toward the quarter-mile mark. Racing 7 is Munchable. 8 is Ren-Base Practice, and 9, Carolyn's Conquest, after a break, as the field slips past the quarter. And the leader by just a length is Scud Affair. Up on the outside, there goes Spicy Model. She's second, and Hostetler is sending her toward the top. At the rail third is Calico Beans. 4 down the backside, She'll Be Regal. Off the quarter, 29 and 2. They're racing toward the half, and now backing up hunting cover is Spicy Model. She finds it third, and off the rail, here comes She'll Be Regal. She's third and moving toward the front right now. Scud Affair is on top. Racing next on the inside, Calico Beans. From the outside, third, She'll Be Regal. 4 is Spicy Model. 5 is Idlewiles Haven. 6, there goes Munchable. 7, Margie Ridge is getting shuffled back. Racing 8, Ren-Base Practice, and a very distant 9 is Carolyn's Conquest. The half-mile mark was reached in 59 seconds. They're racing into the final turn. Field driving toward three-quarters. They're being led by just a length by Scud Affair, still unchallenged in this journey. And up on the outside, racing second, She'll Be Regal couldn't make the front. And Calico Beans third, now second, hustling up, locked in at the rail. And soon she will find racing room. Scud Affair is on top. Calico Beans is next. And now Idlewiles Haven tipping 3 wide from midfield, moving up fourth. As they race past the three-quarter, they were there in 1:30 and 4/5. They're in the stretch, and Idlewiles Haven moving on the far outside. At the rail, Scud Affair. Those two battling the lead. Now, Calico Beans between them. Here's Calico Beans getting to the front for catch driver Darrell Bussey. From the outside, Idlewiles Haven is second. Scud Affair a beaten third. Racing 4 is Munchable trying to close ground. To the wire, Calico Beans on top, and Margie Ridge has never seen racing room till just now, and Calico Beans has won it. Margie Ridge is second. With a late rush, Idlewiles Haven was third. They're an 8th away. Here they come. They're off and pacing between them. Box Office Draw for the lead from the rail. Lion Sleeps Tonight gets away second. The Candy Log will duck in third. Away 4, diving toward the rail is Augment. Racing 5 is French Canadian. 6 is Fearless Falcon. Away 7, Clark Abel. 8 is Young Bro Prince at the back. Everyone has found cover now. They're racing toward the quarter-mile mark. And Box Office Draw shows the way. He's on top by a length and a half. Racing next on the rail, Lion Sleeps Tonight. And pacing third, the Candy Log is tipping up the rail. And here comes the Candy Log, and he's moving right now past the quarter-mile mark. They were there in 30 and 3/5. And the Candy Log bowls his way to the front. Box Office Draw is now second. Racing third, Lion Sleeps Tonight. 4 as they move down the backstretch is Augment. Racing 5, French Canadian sitting midfield. 6 is Fearless Falcon. 7, Clark Abel. 8 and last is Young Bro Prince. They're approaching the half-mile mark. And the Candy Log will be on top at that station. Racing next on the inside, Box Office Draw. And Augment is third and moving up the rail past the half-mile mark. And now closing in on the leaders. Racing 4 from the inside is Lion Sleeps Tonight. And 5 easing up with cover. And slowly moving up the rail, French Canadian in the final turn. 6 is Fearless Falcon. He comes right with him. Off the half, a minute 2 fifths. They're racing toward the 3/4 mile mark. And the leader, the Candy Log, by just a length. And racing next, shuffle back on the inside is Box Office Draw. And up on the outside, moving second, here comes Augment. And Augment still driving toward the top. Now ranging up alongside the leader. French Canadian behind him is now third. Past 3/4. They were there 1:31 1/5. This field drives through the final 1/4 mile. And from the inside, the Candy Log has the lead, responding to this test. But now, moving fast on the outside, French Canadian enters the picture. Here he comes mid-track, and French Canadian flying toward the wire. He's drifting wide in the lane, but the Candy Log goes under a strong drive from Neil Coleman, and the Candy Log will respond and hang on to win it. French Canadian 2, Fearless Falcon 3. Here is the entire official. This field is just an eighth away. Olafson back off the gate just a bit. Here they come. They're off and pacing between them. Ryan's Court is first away from the inside. Turbo Elmerhurst out second. Those two battling for command as they thunder into the turn. Dropping in third is 2 Critical. Away for Executive Force. 5 Wyomissing moving on the outside. 6 right behind him is Mudge's Chad. Away 7 Olafson. And 8 at the back of the field is Wrong Horse as they turn down the backside, racing toward the 1/4 mile mark. And here comes Wyomissing. He's moving right now. He's up alongside the leader. And Wyomissing takes over, and Mudge's Chad moving very fast. He's tipping 3 wide with a bold move past the quarter, and Mudge's Chad is getting to the front. The quarter 29 1. He takes over at the rail. Wyomissing is now second. Racing third is Turbo Elmerhurst. 4 is 2 Critical. 5 is Ryan's Court, who finds himself sitting now in midfield suddenly before the half. And 6 off the rail. Here comes Executive Force, and Dave McGee, not wanting to get shuffled too far back in the field too soon, is out and driving with that performer right now. They're moving up. They're fourth on the outside. They're closing ground 3.5 lengths off the leader. And also, out and driving from the back is Olafson. He's moving up as they race past the half. And racing with the lead is Mudge's Chad, the half in 57 2. That quarter 28 and the fifth. They're racing toward 3/4. The leader, Mudge's Chad, by just a length. Wyomissing second. Up on the outside. Here's Executive Force. He's now third. Racing 4 behind him is Olafson. 5 is Turbo Elmerhurst dropping back on the rail. 6 is Wrong Horse top of the lane as they race past the 3/4 mile mark. They were there in 1:26 4. They're going a good journey. They're in the final 1/4 mile. And the leader is Mudge's Chad as they race this way toward the wire. Executive Force on the outside is second. Racing third, Wyomissing. Racing 4 as they drive this way, Olafson. They're in the final 8th mile. And Mudge's Chad is going a big journey. He was 3 wide past the quarter. He is strong in the stretch. Mudge's Chad by 2 lengths. Executive Force will not reach. It is Mudge's Chad winning it. Executive Force 2, Olafson 3. Here is the entire official order of finish from the 7th race. Turbo Elmerhurst 6, 2 Critical was 4, Ryan's Court an 8th away. Here they come. They're off and pacing between them. Keystone Throng for the lead from the rail. Iman Earl gets away second and rushing out third, moving 3 wide. There goes Remember Jim, and he's not waiting. He's flying 3 deep in the lower turn. And Remember Jim gets to the front. Iman Earl is second, and up on the outside third is Keystone Throng. 4 on the rail is Cullen Hanover, racing 5 as they race toward the 1/4 mile station. Blue Plate Special. On the inside 6 is Park Avenue Mike. 7 Mr. Famous. 8 at the back is Oh Have Some. He is last. Off the quarter in 29, they straighten toward the half-mile mark, and they're being led by Remember Jim. He's on top by a length. At his back, racing next is Iman Earl. Pacing third is Keystone Throng. 4 to the outside. There goes Blue Plate Special. He's moving right now. 5 shuffled back on the rail as Cullen Hanover before the half. 6 out and driving. Here comes Park Avenue Mike. 7, Mr. Famous comes right with him. And 8, but right there, Oh Have Some. They're driving past the half. Remember Jim Jim sends him that way. He heads them toward the far turn. Up on the outside, Blue Plate Special now second. At the rail, racing third, I'm an Earl. 4, Park Avenue Mike moving up from the outside. The half was reached in 58 3. They're driving toward the 3/4. And at the rail, Remember Jim is in command. And Blue Plate Special has been out a long way. He's still there second. I'm an Earl is third behind the leaders. Soon will need racing room. And pacing 4, picking up the leaders. Here comes Mr. Famous. He's flying on the outside from midfield. 3/4 was reached in 1:27 2. They race to the wire. 3 deep. Now is Blue Plate Special between horses. Remember Jim still has the lead. I'm an Earl is diving toward the rail. Here he comes on the inside. And I'm an Earl has arrived in the final 8th mile. He's on top. It's I'm an Earl with the lead. Remember Jim is second. And Keystone Throng with a late rush. Here's Keystone Throng flying. Photo finish between Keystone Throng and I'm an Earl in 56 1. Here is the entire official order of finish from. Now they're an 8th away. Here they come. They're off and pacing from the outside. Roger Carr on fire as they left. Away second between them as Leave 'em Barefooted from the rail. Sack Attack is hustling up third as they hit the first turn. On the inside 4 is Lake Hills, Texas. 5 settling is Yuppie Society. And then away 6 is Big Al Bow. 7 from the inside, Millie's Baby. Racing 8, Fox Valley Zeus. 9 and last is Bistro. They're racing toward the quarter-mile mark. And the leader is Roger Carr. He's on top. He shows the way by a length. Leave 'em Barefooted will get the perfect journey second. Racing third is Sack Attack. 4 down the backside, Lake Hills, Texas. Off the rail, Sack Attack is making his move right now past the quarter-mile mark. They were there in 29 3. Sack Attack taking over before the half. He's the new leader. Roger Carr will pick up cover second. Racing third is Leave 'em Barefooted. 4 is Lake Hills, Texas. 5 out and driving comes Big Al Bow. 6 on the rail is Yuppie Society. Racing 7 down the backside. Moving up is Fox Valley Zeus. 8 Bistro moving with cover. And 9 Millie's Baby is shuffled to the back, but still is right there. The field is well bunched. They're racing past the half. And Sack Attack will send them into the final turn. Roger Carr is second on the inside. Big Al Bow is moving up third. And now, off the half-mile mark in a minute, a leisurely front half. They're racing toward the 3/4-mile mark. And at the rail, Sack Attack is in command. Up on the outside, racing second comes Big Al Bow. Pacing third is Roger Carr. 4, Fox Valley Zeus now joins the leaders top of the lane. They turn for home. And racing 5, Bistro is within striking distance off the 3/4, 1:30 3/5. We should see a good last panel. They're fanning out 5 wide behind the leader. And the leader is Sack Attack. Roger Carr is buried on the inside. He has no place to go. He's third. Big Al Bow still moving on the outside second. Now, Bistro is flying on the far outside. It is all Bistro toward the wire with all kinds of pace. Bistro wins it. Sack Attack 2, Roger Carr 3. Now they're an 8th away. Here they come. They're off and pacing between them. Landlord for the lead and rushing out fast. There goes Koala Sunrise, and he is flying toward the front. And Koala Sunrise has made the top as they hit the first turn. And from the inside, Landlord picks up cover second. He will get the perfect journey. A length and a half off him. Pacing third is Escort Best. 4, Be Reasonable. 5 is Table Setting. 6 on the rail, Idle Halsey. They're at the quarter. Racing 7 is Sharp Control as they turn down the backside, straightening toward the half. 8 will be Purple Majesty. 9 dropping in at the back of the field. Courageous Falcon in 29 seconds. They're racing down the backstretch. And the leader is Koala Sunrise by just a length. From the inside, Landlord second. Racing third is Escort Best. 4, Be Reasonable. 5, out and driving. Here comes Table Setting, and he's making his move right now before the half-mile mark. 6, Idle Halsey comes with cover behind him. Racing 7, Sharp Control. 8, as they race toward the far turn, is Purple Majesty. 9, at the back of the field, Courageous Falcon is last. The half in 59-1. They're racing toward the 3/4 mile mark. And the field driving around the upper turn, being led by just a length by Koala Sunrise. And he was used hard when the field left. He's still on top in the far turn. And up on the outside, Table Setting moving up now to be second. At the rail, Landlord third, but now is needing racing room as they drive toward the top of the stretch. And racing 4, Idle Halsey begins to pick up the leaders. He will come 3 wide past the 3/4. He's sitting fourth on the outside. And the 3/4 was reached at 1:29-1. This field is in the final 1/4 mile. And from the outside, Table Setting still there and still trying vainly to make the top. At the rail with the lead is Koala Sunrise. Now, Idle Halsey 3 wide in the final 8th mile. And Landlord fourth behind a wall of horses hunting room. He cannot find it. And now, Table Setting finally kicks in as they race toward the wire. And Table Setting is going to win it. Landlord 2, and finishing 3 was Idle Halsey. Finish from the 10th race tonight. Escort Best was 9. Table Setting the winner. Idle Halsey 3. Landlord finished 2. Sharp Control Pacing Derby tomorrow night. This field less than an 1/8 away. Here they come. They're off and pacing between them. Lunar Surprise first away from the rail. Max Grandstander out second and hustling up third from the center of the track. There goes Booger Van, and he's not waiting. He's moving toward the front. And the leader is Lunar Surprise by a length and a half. On the outside, Booger Van is moving up second. At the rail, Max Grandstander third. A length and a half off him. Pacing 4 is Broadway Shy Guy. Racing 5 is Always Okay. 6, Bull Mine. 7, Frantic Frenzy. 8, Rio Hawk. 9, at the back of the field, Wolf of Wall Street, past the 1/4 mile mark, and they were at that station 28-2. They blazed the opening 1/4, and off stride is Max Grandstander. And Max Grandstander at 3-1 drops to the back of the field. He's on a break, and Marsh doing his best to get him settled as they race toward the half. The leader is Lunar Surprise as they drive down the backside. At his back, racing second, Booger Van. And those two have opened up 5 lengths on the field. Racing third down the backside is Broadway Shy Guy. Pacing 4 on the rail, Always Okay. 5, here comes Frantic Frenzy. 6 is Bull Mine at the rail. Racing 7, Rio Hawk. Pacing 8 is Wolf of Wall Street. And 9, still off stride at the back of the field, Max Grandstander. Something amiss as they race toward the far turn off the half in 58-3. And Marsh has his hands full. The field is in the final turn. Max Grandstander drops out of it. And the leader by a length is Lunar Surprise. And he's in command for J.D. Finn. Racing next up on the outside. Here comes Frantic Frenzy. He's closing ground top of the stretch. And Booger Van third finds himself locked in tight on the rail. Past 3/4. They were there in 1:29-3. They're in the final 1/4 mile. At the rail with the lead is Lunar Surprise. Frantic Frenzy second up on the outside. And from the rail, Booger Van third has not seen daylight. Racing 4 is Rio Hawk as they race to the wire. Lunar Surprise in command. Booger Van behind him. Frantic Frenzy from the outside. Rio Hawk moving way wide. Here comes Rio Hawk. Now Booger Van. Lunar Surprise. Photo finish between Lunar Surprise and Rio Hawk. Photo. Hold all tickets. Max Grandstander 9. Lunar Surprise the winner. Broadway Shy Guy was 5. Always Okay 6. Bull Mine was 8. Frantic Frenzy 4. Booger Van 3, Rio Hawk 2, and Wolf of Wall Street 7. 28-2, 58-3, 129-3, 157.